Mics are now open. Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, and we have cat cam. Okay.
We do have cat cam. Cat cam is working, and I'm
Yes.
also doing my nails.
Thank you for the early birthday wishes, Angelo. I love you. And also, since Lita's live, I can now put this through.
What?
And I can no longer read chat, so you guys are gonna have to read chat to me.
What?
What?
You're welcome.
What?
He bought me an anointing oil for Valentine's Day.
Aw.
Thank you, my love.
You're welcome.
I love you too.
Okay. Are we all ready to get into this?
Yeah.
I sure as heck am.
All right.
I love that the oil you got me was protection from evil.
I don't even remember where we were or what we were doing. Oh, we're at the jail. All right.
It's only been a week.
Yeah.
I know, but I usually play like straight through.
A lot happens in a
Sure.
week.
Gherkin Brothers. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm sorry about the lack of streams, by the way, you guys. I've just not felt good.
You don't need to apologize, but we're glad you're back. Or at least tonight.
Yeah, me too.
All right. We are going all the way up to the abandoned pickle factory.
Oh no, protection from evil. Damn, there goes my chance, any chance to visit. Dang, Angelo. True.
Sorry.
Okay.
Hi, Digi.
Jimmy!
Digi, not Gemby.
Oh.
Jemby. I love Digi too, but I love Jemby.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if Jimmy's going to be here or not. They said they were out.
Hi, Decca. Hello, our emotional support panda.
Oh my god.
We actually now have a friend named Panda, so that makes that even more ironic.
That is, well, they're very specific. They're a red panda.
Yeah, you're a red panda. They're just a regular
They're
panda.
just panda. Oh
They are also an emotional support panda, in my opinion, but
y'all ain't sounded too disappointed. I mean, I am disappointed. Well, I'm disappointed because you can't go see her. You can come see me whenever.
who is this that can't see me?
Angela.
Mhm.
Because you now have
Protection
oils.
against evil.
Yep.
Here's the thing, it's protection against what I view as evil.
Fair enough.
So, as long as you don't wish ill to me or mine, you'll be fine.
I'm gonna say something very well. They're not watching, so I can say this. When Lita was here,
Okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Al.
when Lita was here, she sprayed my room to make sure that no bad juju could come into my room. And then the entire time Lita was here after she did that, my mother never came downstairs. I thought it was funny.
Wait,
It's kind of amusing.
are you gonna read this?
Okay. Do you guys want me to read all of this? It's important for me because it gives me the information that I'm going to need.
I mean, you and Lita can read it back and forth, and I can write because that's what I'm doing right now.
Okay. We're at the pickle factory. We just touched the doorknob. You feel a sudden electrical jolt as your hand touches the doorknob. Oh no, you're late for your shift. Mrs. Flask is going to be so mad. She might literally bite your head off. Okay, well, not literally, probably. You clock in and hurriedly put on your bright green coveralls. Mrs. Flask, as predicted, is furious. Late again? You better stop taking this job for granted. You think you're going to find a place with a nice dormitory and reasonably priced company store like ours somewhere else? With your skills? You're doing 3 shifts today, Buster. Get to work. You're on pickle hopper duty. Pickle hopper duty runs you ragged like always. Keeping the hoppers filled to keep a constant flow down the chutes means you're constantly at a near sprint because you have to manage the cute chutes to keep the levels equal. If you get uneven pickle levels, Mrs. Glass knows. Nobody knows how she knows, but she knows. A whack from her cane is the minimum. At the end of the first 6 hour shift, you get a brief break. You cram a stale cheese sandwich into your mouth while Mrs. Glass glares at her pocket watch, counting down 3 minutes to the second. Break's over. Second shift. You get up to the salt tank now. Managing the salt tank isn't as strenuous as the pickle hoppers, but it's still a never ending tension. The brine concentration has to be constantly monitored and kept at very specific measurements, which means constant adjustments. Meanwhile, you can feel yourself desiccating from the haze of salt dust that fills the room. If anything that in this place kills you, it's probably going to be salt tank duty. White lung is a nasty business. Cough on your own time and get that salinity back to normal. It's supposed to be 976 parts per thousand. How hard is that to remember? 976, idiot. You get another 180-second break before third shift. You spend most of it drinking water. The company doesn't charge for water, but you've heard a rumor they're considering it. Break's over. Get to the boiler. Boiler duty means shoveling coal into a furnace. A furnace that runs a giant tank of boiling vinegar. It stings in here. You've tried to work with your eyes closed, but Mrs. Glass screams if you drop any coal on the floor, or if you let the temperature get too low or too high, or just for no particular reason. At least you're used to the smell of boiling vinegar. In fact, you can't smell anything anymore. 190 degrees, idiot, not 189, not 191. What do you think we pay you for? You really don't miss your sense of smell. Or not coughing all the time. You really don't want anything more, except to die. Let me out, 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 let me out! With a gasp, you finally snap out of the horrible hallucination or possession, or whatever in the hell that was. Jeez, you can still feel the sting of vinegar vapor in your eyes. Enter the pickle factory, because we're brave.
Okay. Hi, Lilith, darling. How are you? Our little Luna has shown up. She says, "Hi, Ma. Hi, Pa. Hi, Baba."
Hi, Lilith. How you doing, dear?
And Lena has returned, tea in hand. And Digi sends lots of love hearts. Me too. So how is everybody? I've not heard anything from Deca because I have not been streaming. How are you, Luna? I did get to talk to you a little bit today. And Lena, darling, how have you been? Angelo did say that they were good, just chilly. Hope that you're bundled up. And Digi, how are you, sweetie?
Yeah, how has your weekend been? How was your week and how was your weekend now? Babe, look at besties.
Mom. You're good and hungry? Me too. Me too.
What kind of tea do you like, Lena?
This is a hard puzzle. You have Jen's
Well,
routines?
it's a matter of just going around and doing this until they all get to 11.
You're hard. Feeling the January blues. Same. Sunshine's good for you. Sunshine is actually bad for me. Like, aside from getting sunburned, it just makes me really sad. But you do have ginger tea, and that sounds good. I like cinnamon tea. If I'm going for something spicy. Otherwise, I typically have lavender bergamot.
To a local dairy today, and they have a bunch of stuff, but they also obviously have milk, and they have different flavors of milk. You know, chocolate, strawberry, what have you.
Hmm.
I won't say the other one because that's doxing myself. Um, but they also made a chai one, and I was like, gross. Let me try it. I hated it. It was
I'm
just
so sorry, honey.
I was smart. I got a small one because I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it, but still, I was like, ugh.
Yeah. Bergamot is really good. I especially like it with lavender and vanilla.
I don't know if I've
I'm
had that.
basic. And yes, sweetie, you already ate your toaster strudel. I'm sorry.
Dang, no toaster strudel. Hi, demon. How are you? Oh my god, my voice just disappeared in me. Apologies.
It does. Mom, I have.
You approach the ghost. Gotta, can't sleep until it's right. You all right there, partner? Can't sleep, can't sleep, can't sleep. Yikes. Okay. I took care of the cucumbers. The ghost smiles and he fades away. A few bones hit the floor below it. You got an item. Pile of bones and cucumbers. Rest in peace. Okay. So we got that fixed.
Why are you nervous, demon? What's going on?
Indeed.
You approach the ghost. Salt, 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 salt. Gotta salt the salt, salt. All right there, partner? Salt! Okay, salt. Jeez, come on. All right. How much does it read?
You they were
531. Okay, we need to get it to 976.
you're checking the forbidden freezer downstairs. Oh dear. Also, cinnamon toaster strudel is delicious.
Session 0 for D&D tonight, but session 0s are my favorite. It'll be fine. It'll work out.
Salt is correct. Okay.
Yes, we found a whole new box. Oh my gosh.
Rest in peace.
Yay!
All right, vinegar. I hate food.
Lena's asking our daughter if there's a body hidden in the forbidden freezer.
It's not right. It's not all wrong. Not right at all. All right. Then do you all wrong?
Your face too, Angelo.
93 degrees. Okay. We need to do it almost big show. Add some fold.
You did? Where did you?
Of course, you talking about toaster strudel has pointed out to me how hungry my tummy is.
No! It'll be okay.
How high does the temperature have to go, Mama?
It has to be 190.
Damn, Lita!
What?
Lena got it right the first time. I thought I was at the wrong stream.
Uh-oh.
Why did you think you were on the wrong stream, Rain? Is it because I'm pink? Mangy drew Spring Lita, and I loved it so much I had to show y'all. I am actually planning to dye my hair this color, so it suits. They can't hurt anybody else. Jesus Christ. Yeah!
Sounds fun, Demon. It'll be okay, don't worry.
Yeah!
Okay, that
My
can
model-
take me as long as the vinegar is at 190. The ghost smiles as he fades away. A few bones hit the ground below. You got an item. Vinegar's at bones.
Good
Okay, I
job.
was hoping I wouldn't take too long on that because it's really boring.
You did a very good job. But no, Mangy did this for me.
Factory activation lever. Pull it. Pull the lever, and there's a deafening roar as the old machinery springs into life. After a while, a load of pickles is deposited in the receptacle to the left of the switch. You got an item, Ghost Pickle. All that work for 3 pickles, no wonder this place went out of business.
Indeed. What happens if you go back inside?
Gretchen Flask. Oh, thanks. It tells you the same thing in case you forgot. I love pickles. Why did I go through that again? Because you can't get out of it after the first time.
Wait. I want to see what happens if you go back inside.
Oh, you want to go back inside?
Yeah, because I think doesn't something change?
This door just leads to an empty, dusty room. You could have sworn there were a bunch of cucumber storage tubs in there before.
That's what I was wanting.
This door just leads to a big, empty, dusty room.
Wow.
Pickles are like mustard sticks? What?
Why would you make something? Okay. We're going to
I'm glad that you guys like it.
dirt water.
I do kind of want to have like a spring and like winter fall modes because I do actually change my hair.
Hey there, what's the good word? Give her the pickle factory, Ramones. It's the Gherkin brothers, and please, I don't want to talk about it. It was really weird. I believe you. Here's the reward. Looks like these things are still twitching. Better lock them up to be safe. The bundle. Okay. We're going with the jail cells.
They're awful.
They're awful.
So you don't have any more to get? Is that what that's saying?
Yeah.
Hey, good to see you. You know, you've really cleaned up the area. I'm plumb out of bounties for you. Does that mean I get to be sheriff? No, but I guess you could be a marshal if you want. Oh, what a coincidence. That's my middle name. Well, thanks for all your help, Marshal. No problem.
By the way, at some point it does list off your name and it will now say that your middle names are Sneaky Marshall.
Yep.
Oh my god, I love that. It's so cute.
Okay, so we don't have anything else built.
If you had your X's in a freezer, of course you're zesty. Pretty much.
All right.
Thank you, Lena. Oh, wow. You have everything unlocked, I think.
Okay. We haven't been up here, so let's go up to Lazy Dude Ranch. There's Creighton Road, which is not a crate's natural habitat. Or Lost Crate, maybe you can help. Open it up. You open the crate by prying the lid off and helping yourself to the contents. Handful of nails and fresh rancher candy. And full candy. Good. Okay. Oh, dig through the haystack. Yes.
Got a needle.
Like
Oh,
somebody's been
no
watching
thank you,
ferrets in this
honey.
thing. It's an old burn crate. Guess it came with the property. Kick it up. 3 lengths of rope and a lasso. Okay.
Somebody just wandered into my stream being like, "Hi, upgrade your stream on link banned." And I was like, "Oh, no thank you, honey. Ban."
Hey, like, howdy. I'm selling herbal remedies. Care to buy? What kind of herbal remedies? The kind that are gifted to us by Gaia without any interference by human beings. So, weeds. That's a derogatory term created by the man, but yeah, basically. Buy one, leave, leave.
Wait, what happens if you buy one?
They're useless.
That-
Dear people, Lita.
Howdy. Hey, yeah, howdy, man. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Oh, not much, man. We moved onto this little patch of land to grow crops, but then we decided it's more natural to just let Gaia grow whatever she wants, right? I bet that's a lot easier, too. Ah, right on, man. Neat. Where'd you get that at? Oh, this friend of mine made it, man. I forget which one. What do you think for it? I've been thinking of trying out a new style, man. Maybe like one of those hats the army guys used to wear back in the day. Like kind of as an ironic statement, man. There's no fort over yonder that way. I'll swap you if you can find one of those, man. You mean like this one? Great for the old patrol, yeah. Nice, man. Order is like commerce, man, except natural. Can you dig it? We are not in a strange
God.
headset. Yeah.
I would like to point out that as a stoner, I am offended by this stereotype.
I can dig it. I love it.
Hmm.
It's great.
Howdy, I'm Grubby. I'm Louise Lanthrop. Why the long face, Louise? Ah, geez, basically because I'm stuck here farming with a couple of dummies who don't know how to farm a dang thing. So they just let the weeds grow and call it natural. I am so sick of eating dandelions I could scream. Why don't you leave? Haven't got any meat or any other prospects or anywhere to go. I mean, dandelions are terrible, but they're better than eating dirt. This is such a mess. How'd you get in this predicament? I headed west after graduating banking school and fell in with these two because they talked a big game about natural grains. Fool that I was, I didn't realize that all they were really interested in was getting silly on loco weed, not doing any work. So you're looking for work? Gosh, yes, desperately. The only trade I know is baking, though. Do you know of somewhere that's hiring a baker? Heck, even unpaid would be better than this if it comes with room and board. I just want to get out of here. I don't, sorry. Shucks. Well, if you hear anything, please let me know. Will do. Garden. Is there anything at all in the garden? No. What a pathetic garden that is.
Strange headsack. Indeed. I've never seen this.
What?
I've never seen this.
Well, have you seen the circus?
I have seen the circus, but I haven't seen the entirety of the circus.
Oh, okay. You cross paths with Wandering Sally again. Yay! Howdy, Gretty. Interested in trading? You bet. I love Sally. Okay. Pickaxe work groups. Undecided blank postcard. 2 carrots. Undecided palm. Lucky marigold. How many pickaxes do I have? 2. I think I won't get any just. Okay. Thanks, Sally. We're heading on for the surface. Stupid wagon broken down by the side of the road. Well, for being honest, it's getting attacked by horrible monsters, which is more likely what happened than a simple mechanical failure. You dismount and investigate. Most of the easy pickings have been, predictably, already been picked easily. but there's still a safe in there that's presumably too heavy for the scavengers to move. I do not have safe cracking, so we just leveled up. All right.
No.
Looks like you found the circus. Those clowns we're talking about. Okay, a circus that's like a clown hive. Fortunately, it's not a very big circus. There probably aren't very many clowns. Certainly not enough for an army or an invasion force or anything. Still, it seems since it turns out demonic clowns are a real thing, any number of them could be real trouble. You walk up as nonchalantly as possible, so the clown manning the clowning ticket booth won't suspect you know his horrible secret.
I think Luna and I are the only ones here who are a fan of clowns, Lena.
Okay, I cannot get the clown more.
I thought you hated them. Pennywise can get it.
Somebody we know must hate them because we both have that distinct memory.
Yeah.
We just don't know who it is.
Oh, I need to reapply my sunscreen.
She says
As you
being
approach,
indoors.
the clown puts on that basically
You're supposed to wear
facial
sunscreen
expression
indoors.
that retail employees use when the last thing they want to deal with is a customer, but they're not allowed to say so. Talk to it.
Oh, I know that expression very well.
Indeed. Don't we all? Haven't we all worn that at least once in our lives?
I don't think that Al has.
I bet he has, just not exactly the same circumstances.
It's a expression that's sort of like a smile, but it's more of a I really don't want to deal with customers right now. Please do not talk to me.
Yeah. Welcome to Barnaby Bob's perfectly normal traveling circus sideshow, man. How can I help you? I'd like to see the circus, please. I'd like to run away with the circus, please. Or you can't actually, never mind. I'd like to see the circus, please. Well, you came to the right place then, but if you want to get inside, you'll need a ticket. I just so happen to have one. The clown looks very surprised. What? How did you? Well, great. Good for you, ma'am. I'll just take that and stamp your hand for re-entry. There we go. Enjoy the show. What about my partner? Partners get in free. Thanks. All right. Let's talk to Susie and see what she says about the circus. Oh no, this whole clown situation might be a speck bigger than we thought. Kind of a lot of them, yeah. I'm real enthused about going in there, but probably better see what they're up to, yeah.
What were we saying before the conversation about the clown smile?
I'm sorry? What?
Al and I were saying something, and then dialogue started, so we stopped saying it. And now I don't remember what we were saying.
Babe, you should really check the besties chat though.
I have been.
It's just, oh my god.
Oh, right, sunscreen.
Yes!
You need to wear sunscreen even if you're indoors.
I had no idea.
Yes, and reapply it every 2 hours. And yes, when we live together, I'm going to make you wear sunscreen and reapply it.
You walk into the circus. Actually, I guess it's more of a carnival, but let's not split hairs. As nonchalantly as possible. There are a bunch of clowns around working at the booths and so on. More clowns than customers, of which there don't seem to be more than a dozen or so. Which is good, in that it means the clowns can't disappear you as easily if they figure out, what you know. But on the other hand, if things go wrong, your innocent bystanders might get problems. Got it. Let's make sure things don't.
You can still get sun damage, Lena.
Sign says condemned until further notice. We encourage anyone suffering from worse bites to consult a doctor.
Horse bites. Gee.
I never knew that you had to wear sunscreen indoors. I learned something today.
Yeah. Well, the windows don't really help block sun.
Yeah, if anything, they magnify it, I feel.
Well, I don't know about magnifying it, but Ooh, this is my favorite part. Are are you going to be reading these, Mama?
Well, you were talking. Your reflection in the mirror is short and squashed with it folded up like an accordion. You spend a moment moving back and forth in front of the mirror, seeing how the image changes. It's kind of amusing. This looks to be one of those weird bit mirrors that make you look all crazy as if there wasn't enough crazy looking stuff around here already. So, the mirror makes you look really stretched out and thin. Your limbs twist and writhe like snakes as you move around. It's a bit unsettling, and your muscles ache a little sympathetically. Just look at yourself. Ah, this mirror shows you what you'd look like in clown makeup. Bloodshot eyes stare back at you from a pasty white face painted with an odd pattern of red triangles. In the flickering lantern light, it almost looks like she winks at you. Or you look at the mirror again, and the clown you is still there. Very slowly, her mouth opens to a wide grin, revealing multiple rows of yellow, pointed, shark-like teeth. Not wanting to keep looking, but unwilling to turn your back on it, you slowly sidle away until it's no longer visible. Okay, look at yourself. Swallowing hard again, you approach the mirror again. It's empty. Not only is the clown you gone, you don't show a reflection at all. Okay, that's a little unsettling. The elves are displaying a large collection of strangely painted eggs. Have a closer look. You see several shelves full of white eggs, each one painted with a unique pattern of colorful shapes. A small placard went pinned to one of the shelves says clown eggs. In the circus community, it is traditional for each clown to paint their chosen makeup pattern onto an eggshell. These clown eggs are archived for future reference to ensure that no one chooses a pattern that has already been used. It is considered extremely taboo to wear another clown's face. These must be the eggs for the clowns that work in this circus. You recognize a few of them, like the clown here in the sideshow tent and the tickets that were a clown out front. Inspect the eggs more closely. Hey, step back, please. No touching. Sorry. Leave the shelf. These shelves are filled with jars, and the jars are filled with things. Real weird looking things. You lean in a little closer to inspect the jars. They mostly contain malformed and mutated animals pickled in formaldehyde, a three-headed kitten, some kind of ferret or weasel with 8 legs, a twisted Mobius loop with a snake without head or tail. Weird, crazy stuff. On one shelf seems to be devoted to huge, gross, pale grubs like fat, featureless white worms the size of a sweet potato. The one on the end is larger than the others and has shiny black eyes. Someone has painted its face in an apparent parody of clown makeup. Yuck. Take a closer look. The pasty white face has been painted with little blue triangles over and under the eyes. The creature has a long slash a mouth as well. The area around it has been painted with bright red lipstick. The black eyes flash red as the thing suddenly thrashes in its jar, spinning to face you and stretching its mouth open, revealing rows of yellow shark teeth. You stumble back with a cry of shock. Ah, got you pretty good there, Missy. What in the world? What's that? It ain't a real critter. It's made of rubber and clay and doll parts and such. Got an electromagnet under the shelf to move it with. He takes a little push button gizmo out of his pocket to show you. You should have seen your face. You about jumped right out of your boots, did Okay, this guy is a startling sight even for a circus freak show. His entire head is one enormous eyeball. As you look him over, he stares back at you. Not that he's got much choice. Talk to him. Hello there, I'm Grady. How's it going? Can you talk? Guess not. Take a closer look at him. You move a little to the side and lean over the rope to get a closer look at the guy. He's basically what he seems to be at first glance, a guy with a giant eyeball for a head. You do notice two things though. First, he has an odd lump at the, well, what you would call the base of his skull if he had one. Sort of a crumpled, flat, fleshy mass of the size of a fist. With a squint and some imagination, it almost looks like the crushed and shriveled vestigial remains of a human head. Second thing you notice is that his ankles are locked to the legs of his stool, and the legs of the stool are bolted to the floor. So the circus gig. How do you like it? His hands slowly curl into fists, the knuckles turn white with tension. I see, or understand, I mean. Do you blink? Or wink, I guess? I guess not. Okay, we'll see you around. Okay, this man is neatly dressed, though his suit is a bit threadbare and out of fashion. He's smoking a pipe and leafing through a magazine. When you stop and look at him, he nods amicably. You know. Hello there, welcome to the sideshow. My name is Douglas. Hi, I'm Grady. Delighted to meet you. So, well, are you perhaps trying to think of a polite way to ask what's wrong with me? Yeah, you got me. Don't worry, Grady. I am in a sideshow after all. It's an obvious and natural question. Wait a minute.
Thank you for hydration check and posture check.
I'm sorry?
Hydration and posture check.
Oh. Yeah. Wait a minute. You said that last bit without moving your lips. Are you a ventriloquist? Not at all. Allow me to demonstrate. He stands up and turns around. His back is the same as his front. That is, his suit has been tailored with two front sides, and he has another face at the back of his head with his hair cut and parted appropriately. Ta-da! He sits back down, his knees and other joints crack and pop loudly as they reverse themselves. Douglas winces slightly, though certainly not as much as you'd expect. What in the... Surprising, yes? A bit? Yeah, how is that even possible? Douglas shrugs and holds the pipe up to the now back of his head so that their other face can take a puff. Are you, what's the phrase, Siamese twins? Not exactly. It's difficult to describe, I'm afraid. Two minds in one body with two faces? It would be closer to the truth to say two instances of the same mind with, as you say, two faces. You're right. That doesn't make any sense at all. The other face chuckles and Douglas holds his magazine behind his back. It took some getting used to, that much is certain. Were you born like this? I would rather not discuss how I came to be this way if you don't mind. Oh, okay, sorry. No apology necessary. Your knees must be a wreck. Surgery was necessary to permit them to bend in both directions. It sounds worse than it feels, I assure you. Why are you in a sideshow? With a regular suit and haircut, you could easily pass for normal. I have contract. Out of the corner of your eye, you spot the clown making a gesture, but you didn't quite catch what it was. Douglas clears his throat. Plus, well, it's quite the life, you know? Free room and board, travel the world, and you meet such interesting people. Talk to you later, Douglas. There's a lady here with her head sticking out of a hole in the large metal box. She nods politely at you. Talk to her. Hello. Hello there. Enjoying the carnival? Well, it's interesting. She smiles slightly. Yes, I'm sure it is. Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you something? Certainly. What's your name? I'm Janet, and you? I'm Grady. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Grady, why are you in a box? That's a rather personal question, isn't it? Oh, sorry. I'm only teasing here. Would you like to see inside? Sure. Janet whistles to signal the clown he knows he's over. He unlocks the door on the front of the box and throws it open with a theatrical flourish. Instead of Janet's body, you see a tangled, complicated assortment of glass tubes and pipes, ticking clockwork gears and pumps. Liquids of various colors, mostly red, slosh through the tubes. A large bellows near the top inflates and then begins to slowly deflate. What do you think? It's some kind of trick. It's amazing. It's horrifying. We're going to go with it's amazing. It's amazing. I've never seen anything like it. I'll take that as a compliment. It's certainly educational, I imagine. The larger tank on the left is my stomach. If you'd like to see what I had for lunch today, examine her workings. You watch the various looping slots around in their tanks and pipes for a minute. You're gross, but it is indeed educational. You get a perk, anatomical learning. Out of the staff, I gotta ask. I'm sorry. Oh, how did this happen? Were you in some kind of terrible accident? I'm sorry, but I can't talk about that. Of course, sorry, it must be a painful memory. Her calmly composed face creases into a very slight grimace as she shoots a sidelong glance at the clown. Yes. Well, it was nice to meet you. Janet, so long. Good luck. Okay. Woo. Now we're going to go talk to the clown again. Uh, hey there, what can I do for you? Ask a question. I have a question. What's with these weird mirrors? Ain't they a riot? That's what they call optical illusion, as I understand it. It has to do with the way the light reflects off of it. I'm 100% sure that what I saw can't be explained by the reflection of light. No telling what you might see if you look too long. Uh-huh. Okay. Talk to him again. Ask a question. What can you tell me about these eggs? That's a traditional clown thing. There's a placard next to them that explains in detail. Don't get too close, please. They're fragile. Okay. Okay. Ask the question. What are these things in the jars? That's what we call it. That's what we in the business call pickled pups. A menagerie of strange and twisted creatures such as you've never seen before seeing the light, captured and preserved and on display for your entertainment and edification. That's how the boss says it. Are they real? As real as they come.
Mm-hmm.
Ask a question. About these people? You mean the freaks? Ain't they a scream? The one with the giant eyeball for a head is my favorite. Nice quiet fellow. Uh-huh. If you have questions about the other two, feel free to ask them personally. I wouldn't want to be telling tales out of school. Since the eye guy can't talk, though, you can ask me about him if you. Okay, what can you tell me about it? Not much, I'm afraid, to be honest. He joined us about a year ago, maybe a little less. Where did he come from? No idea. Weird, ain't it? You'd think a fellow like that, you've read about him in all the papers, right? Well, yeah, sure is mysterious. How do you get like that? Didn't tell you. I bet you've got a theory at least. Heck, well, maybe something he saw no human fellows would ever see. Why is he locked to his chair? Ah, you noticed that, did you? Real shame that is. Fellow's a bit unpredictable. Has a violent spell once in a while. Gosh, don't you worry, none. I'm keeping an eye on him. Goodbye. All right, talk to him. Question. About the people. Does he ever blink? You mean wink? No, no eyelids. I gotta toss a bucket of water over him once in a while so he don't get too dry. It looks a bit dry now. He does look a bit dry now to mention it. Yeah, it's getting about that time. So you think sure. Have to close your door. I expect to be more closely. Since the plant is distracting, you take the opportunity to get a closer look at the eggs. You notice three things about them. Firstly, they're too large to be chicken eggs. You have no idea what kind of eggs they are. Secondly, they've all been broken and then very meticulously glued back together. They almost look like they've been reassembled after something hatched out of them. And thirdly, one of the eggs features a pattern of red triangles that you recognize. It's the same clown as this clown version of yourself that you saw in the mirror earlier. You quickly step back as the guard returns. He gives you a fair amount of side eye, but doesn't say anything. Good shelf. Okay, we're going to talk to him again. Is I want him to go away again. And we're going to look at these. Take a closer look. You lean in closer to inspect the gross things. Despite what the clown said, it certainly looks real. Whoever made it did an excellent and disgusting job. Peeking surreptitiously under the shelf, you don't see any evidence of an electromagnet or other such device. Which means it moved by itself. We're going to look at the eggs. 58 one of those. Okay. We looked at the eggs twice, so. Hot food. Red Hots calls the clown behind the food stand. Red Hots, footlongs, 2 kinds of mustard. There's also a small sign that says lost and found. Dark little bit. Clown grins and gestures at the little charcoal grill behind him. Howdy, ma'am. Interested? You in a hot footlong sausage? How much are they? 250 meat. What are the condiments? I got onions, pickle relish, 3 kinds of mustard, 2 kinds of ketchup. What kinds of mustard? Brown, yellow, and blue. Blue mustard? Looks like I'm all out of the blue. Sorry. 2 kinds of ketchup? Yep, got both ketchup and ketchup. And thanks. Okay. What are they made of? What do you mean? They're pork. What else do you make a sausage out of? Regular pork or long pork? I'm sure I don't know what you're implying, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering if you had a vegetarian outfit. Lady, this is carnival, not an herbivore. You've been saving that one up, haven't you, for years? Thank you, ma'am. Okay, are they actually a foot long? Well, 12 inches? Because a lot of guys say that, but I'm just going to stop you right there seeing if there's ladies and children present, you want one or not. I'd like to see the lost and found. Oh, sure thing. What did you lose? Well, nothing. What? You figured you'd see if I had anything you liked? Look, there's no such thing as an honest thief. You gotta pick one or the other. Sorry. Right? I'd like to see the lost and found. Okay. Okay. We'll check the lost and found later. Howdy, ma'am. Care to treat yourself to an ice cold soft drink? You said you're selling them in bottles? That's right. Got the new little crown cork bottle caps and all. Do you make the drinks yourself? If you're asking if we have a wagon dedicated to brewing and bottling 3 different kinds of soda and we're traveling carnival, no. We stock up as we pass through the large towns. What kinds do you have? Root beer, ginger beer, and sarsaparilla. How about celery? Nope. How about energy drinks? Nope. Grapefruit? Diet grape. Great. You lime?
Are you just trying to annoy him?
You can keep doing this all day. What kinds do you have again? Root beer, ginger beer, and sarsaparilla.
I'm taking a step away.
How much are they? 205 meat. 205? It's for the deposit on the bottle. No thanks.
Jesus.
Yeah. Cotton Candy calls the clown behind this food stand and then makes a squeak noise with a slide whistle. Come try this just invented confectionery delight. This clown blows his slide whistle again as you approach. Step right up, miss. Step up and try one of the world's newest cotton candy sensations. What is it? Cotton candy, the finest in several senses of the word, spun sugar created through a revolutionary new process. It's so light and sweet and fluffy, it's like eating butterfly dreams with kitten missions. So it isn't actually made of cotton. What? No, cotton is indigestible, no matter how much chocolate you cover it with. Found that out the hard way, did you? How do you make it? He passed a metal box with a wide funnel coming out the top. This little machine right here. Can't tell you how it works as much as I'd like to. It's a trade secret. You invented it? Not as such. A couple of dentists down south were the first one. Dentists, go figure. But after hearing about it, I managed to figure out how it worked. Made a few improvements with my design. Dude, now I'm really curious. Sorry, miss. These secrets in this box are for nobody's eyes but my own. I'll be happy to sell you some cotton candy, though. How much does it cost? Just 300 meat. I'll take a look. Alrighty. Okay. Thanks. We're gonna try this. I want to see what's in the box. How much is it? I'll take one. Okay, 300 meat. It was with. Nice. He comes back with the paper cone that she held out the metal box, pulls down the lever. The machine makes thin squiggly noise as glittering as white spun sugar collects around the paper cone in a fluffy cloud. There you go. Enjoy. Hey, where's my slide whistle? Oh man, I could swear I put it down right here. Haven't seen it. Talk to the vendor. I'd like to see the lost and found. Huh. Okay. There's a clown here selling rubber toy balloons. You notice he's watching you, then he notices things you've noticed. He smiles and waggles the balloons at you enticingly. Talk to the clown. Howdy there, miss. Interest you in a toy balloon? What colors do you have? Oh no, we'll just take a look. Red. They're all red. How do you make them float like that? Why, there's nothing to it. Heck, they all float around here. Ho ho. Of course. How much are they? For you, just 30 meat. I'll take one. Can you tell me more about your circus? Really, it's more of a carnival, but let's not split hairs. Uh-oh. What would you like to know? What are your traveling plans? Haven't decided yet. That's why I'm settled down somewhere a bit more rural. Keeps things relatively quiet while we scout around with the lay of the land and all. Where'd you travel from? Well, was your previous stop interesting? Oh, northwestish. It was a little hole in the ground kind of place. You wouldn't have heard of it. Why's everyone working near a clown? Oh, it's traditional. The what do you call them? Rodeos stopped being put on, and the rodeo clowns took other jobs at circuses and carnivals. Over the years, it just became the normal thing for carnies to be clowns. It's a community, you might say. This is Barnaby Bob guy. Oh, the boss is a real famous showman, though I'm not surprised you wouldn't have heard of him around here.
Sorry.
Got an eye like a hawk, and he's a real whiz with those knives again. Don't miss this show. It's a real highlight of the farm. See you around. Got your label like an alligator. Nothing interesting back there. All right. This extremely muscular clown seems to be guarding the entrance to some sort of stage. Clown crosses his arms and grunts when you approach. Ticket, please. Ticket for what? Barnaby Bob's Stunt Spectacular. What's that? Boss does a show. Yes, yeah. What kind of show? I'm tricks mostly. Can you sell me a ticket? No, I'm out. Can anyone sell me a ticket? You can win one at one of the games. Okay. This appears to be a shooting gallery type carnival game. Take it closer. Howdy there, miss. We have a game for sharp eyes and quick reflexes. If you won't take it as an insult, I suggest one of the other games might be more your speed. But you're welcome to try your luck all the same. What's the game? Well, on the wall behind me, I got a bunch of thick-skinned, underinflated balloons. For 10 meat, I'll win you a cheap, inaccurate pistol and a pile of badly made ammunition. And your goal is to pop as many of those balloons as you can before the pistol stops working. That's an unusually honest-sounding description. I've discovered making the challenge sound exactly as difficult as it is only makes people more determined to be the one who beats. What's the prize? A ticket to Barnaby Bob's stage show, which is otherwise sold out, so it's a okay, my friend. Okay, I'll give it a shot. Clown hands you a cheap pistol and gestures at the balloons behind you. Good luck. Shoot from the hip. You shoot at the balloons until the pistol jams. You manage to pop a few, but not very many. Clown nods. Yep, that's about average. Not enough to win a prize, though. We'll have to come back. This appears to be some kind of card-based carnival game, though it's not clear how it works from here. Take a closer look. Step right up, miss. Step right up. If I may say so, you look like an intelligent, learned individual, right here. And I happen to have a game here with the fact. What's the game? Simplest game imaginable. I got a standard deck of playing cards here. I show you all the faces, and then I turn them back over and start picking cards. You guess what cards I picked, and you win. You don't shuffle them? No, ma'am. If you can memorize a deck of cards that fast, more power to you. Or if you've got a touch of magic about you and want to try reading my mind, that's fine too. Just don't be too deep. Okay, same price. Okay, let's give it a shot. You carefully scan the deck of cards, finally spreads it out in front of you, turns them sweeping flourish. Okay, say that's not bad. Not enough to win the grand prize, but you deserve some recognition for that, I think. He gives you a little toy stuffed elf. Got an idea of what it's called. Okay. That's your. Oh, you can leave that. Take a closer look. Well, howdy there, miss. This your game's a challenge of strength. I hope you don't mind me saying so, but you might prefer one of the other games. If you care to try your luck, though, I certainly won't stop you. What's the game? Simple as can be. Just take this big mallet here and hit the lever under that bell. Ring the bell and you win. Okay, I'll give it a shot. Hit it kind of hard. You pick up this surprisingly heavy mallet and haul it over to the lever, then slam it down as hard as you can. Strike gets about halfway to the bell. Well, that's about average, I'd say. Good try, miss. Good solid try. Talk to the clown. Weren't you on the other side of Midway just now? Huh? Oh. Nope, that's the other balloon guy. We dress alike and use the same face paint. Did he fool you? He grins and gives you a big, exaggerated grin.
Isn't it like a thing that you're not supposed to wear the same face paint as another clown?
Uh-huh.
The eggs. They say that it's not allowed to wear the same paint as another clown. He's lying. It's him on both ends of the carnival.
Yeah. You okay, kid? Did you lose your parents? I lost my lucky bottle cap. You haven't seen it, have you, man? No, but I'll keep an eye out. What's it look like? It's shining steel and it's on a little chain. Okay, I'll let you know. I'd like to see the lost and found. A lucky bottle cap. Appears you're in luck. This one yours? Let's slide this one box. That's a different one. Thanks anyway. Okay. Pocket knife, white six. Handkerchief.
You know it, baby. Hi, Shrimpy. So you're just gonna grab all of them, Mama?
Yep.
No, that works. You're not gonna grab the smelling salts?
Yeah, I am. Okay. Now. Just 300 feet, or my slide whistle if you happen to find it. I really miss my slide whistle. You know, I think I saw a slide whistle in the lost and found box over the sausage stand. What, really? Oh gosh, wait here just a minute. The clown runs over the sausage stand and you quickly duck around the counter and open the front of the mailbox. What you see inside is not what you expected. You see a fat, paper white spider the size of a cantaloupe, flying on its back, feebly struggling against the strap that bind its legs to the floor of the box. Slowly, you pull the lever. A rod moves inside the box, pressing down on the spider's abdomen. The spider emits a thin, squealing sound and squirts something that sure looks like spun sugar out of its anus and into the funnel at the top of the box.
Ew.
The box. You quickly shut the box and dart back to the front of the counter just before the clown returns. He gives you a momentary suspicious look, but is quickly distracted by the joy of getting the sliders back. Wee, you were right. Thank you so much. The clown carefully puts the slide whistle back in his shirt pocket, ducks underneath the counter, and comes back with a paper cone, which he holds in the mouth of the metal box. He pulls down the lever, and the box emits a thin squealing sound as something resembling a glittering cloud of white spun sugar collects around the paper cone in a fluffy cloud. Here you go. Thanks. Okay,
Ew.
now I've got candy. With
I love that. Hot food, cold drinks, tepid candy.
which increases your speed. You get Anki. Okay. Really don't do anything good. Okay. All right. We found the kid's lucky bottle cap, so let's go give it to him. Okay. Hey, ma'am, did you find my lucky bottle cap? Is this the one? That's it. Thank you. No problem, kid. Let's start doing it again. Oh, again, ma'am. Say, that's a real nice balloon. You want to trade? I'll give you my lucky bottle cap for it. Okay. Great. Here you go. Thanks again, man. The kid runs off with his new balloon. Leave. Walk to the butt. How much are they? I'll take one. Anything else you can do for you? Aren't you just on the other side? He grins and gives you a big, exaggerated wink. Did it fool you? Okay. We cannot finish this because I do not have high enough stats to win a ticket. I have to win a stupid ticket. Wow. Weren't you on the other side of the midways now? Okay. So, this is all we can do at the circus for now.
I see. Thank you, baby.
We will come back.
Ooh.
Now, we have done an awful lot today. So, I think I'm not going to try and right.
Damn, mama.
I'm sorry?
I said, damn, mama.
That's why I like playing pizza. Okay, here's the at the horse. Yuki waits as you approach. Give her an apple. The apple disappears somehow and she knows will be grateful. Give her a carrot. Carrot fades out of existence and she gives you a thankful neigh. For another carrot. The carrot fades out of existence and she gives you a thankful neigh. For a carrot. Carrot fades out of existence and she gives you a thankful neigh. Give her luck. Okay. We have done a lot in the first day.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to do this all in one day because you miss a lot of stuff. So we're going to go sleep.
Okie dokie then. Uh,
Okay.
Did you sleep?
Not yet. Okay. Now we're going to sleep. You go to sleep. You dream that you're singing old songs about death while fleeing from your father. And then strange music plays. You wake up screaming.
Well, okay then.
Hmm. Wow. Star Wars. And we didn't even have to pay a ticket price.
Oh my.
What?
Uh,
You wake up refreshed and restored and hungry and sober.
I'm hungry and sober.
Yes. Now, we're going to look at ourselves and insult ourselves. You better not insult yourself anymore. If you get any angrier, you're liable to pass out. Okay. Head out. Sticky Winnie says you approach shenanigans with whispered gratitude. It's a thing to pet those. Let's see what the mercantile has today. Handful of nails. You don't want those. Several crackers, plum pudding. Shovel. Don't need shovel. Nah, don't really need those. This guy looks like he's in a lot of pain. Check on him. You okay, buddy? I'm pretty sure my leg is broken, so no. What happened? Traffic accident? No, it just sort of broke all of a sudden. I guess I don't get enough vitamins or whatever. Good nutrition can be difficult in this day and age. I'm going to need some medicine for this. Can you help me? Sure. Thank you. There's a mission up north. Nuns there run a little hospital and sell medical supplies. Can you get me some broken leg pills? I actually already have some. Phew, thanks. I feel like a new man again, or at least the same man with a new leg. That's good. Go drink some milk or something, okay? He waves and skips happily away. That was nice. All right.
Nice.
Yeah. Post office. I'm Grady Masterson. Any mail for me? Yes, actually. That came for you. Here you are. You got an item package from Rufus. Thanks. No mail. I'd like to send a postcard. Alrighty, let's have it. You got a good note to Rufus letting you know what you've been up to and that you're okay. That'll be, this one of them prepaid me, so it'll be zero meat then. Thanks. Alright, we got an item from Rufus. Facts from Rufus. Advanced Bean Craft. Here's
I found this and thought it might help you not die.
Nice. Volume 3. Read this to learn a new being swinging skill. Uncanny presence being dropped. I don't want any of those. So don't learn anything. Alright. And there will be nothing new at the jail or anything else. We did all that the first day. So, let's see what's up at Button Willow's store. You discover what is either an open grave or a fair deep and rectangular pothole. Jump in and see what you find. Old wedding ring, grave dirt, gold skull. It's a pothole that must have been here a very long time because you found the remains of an antique traffic accident. Get back on the trail. Alright, Button Willow. Let's see what Button's got today. Into throat, crowbar, binoculars. Not anything we actually need. Alright. Okay. Let's go to the professor's house. A nearby cloud of dust turns out to be a bandit on a horse riding hell for leather for unknown reason. Well, I know that you don't. You pull your horse up alongside hers and match your speed. Hey, what's up? Where's the fire? Yeah, bent and or log. Warn her about riding too fast. You should be careful. There's a lot of Jumade activity around here. What? The rest of her sentence is cut off as her horse trips over a gopher hole and goes down in a snarl of flailing limbs and dust. You catch her meat pouch out of the air as miscellaneous loose possessions fly out of the tumbling cloud. Thanks to the race. The 36 meat. Sweet. All right.
Hmm.
Uh, let's see. We only have 2 El Vibrato scraps. Okay. So we need more El Vibrato scraps. Wait, we're just gonna wander. Mindset. You find an abandoned place with that mindset stenciled on the side, which is the worst grammar you've ever seen, even in a time and place notable for its poor grammar. You pry the lid off the crate and help yourself to the contents, but you're now your step. Smelling salts, kerosene, salt match. Oh, hey, what's this? You have an item, lodestone ring. Back on the trail. Let's take a look at that ring. Plus 20 meat gain. Okay. And for this ring, I think we'll stick with the ring. Around the corner in Fox Canyon and find yourself face to face with Fireboat. You're boxed in. Attacking. One less Fireboat, terrorizing the countryside. Roast cow tongues and cow pens. Lucy Carson did not been stock for rifle. Only thousands left to go. You find a safe on the side of the trail. Ironic, you think to yourself, that it's such an unsafe location. You hop down from spooky to find safe that the safe is locked. In addition to being closed, but you can tell it was the north side. I need safe cracking. Off to the side of the trail, you spot one of those weird cacti that produce sealed cans of tuna fish as fruit. What a world. Before you can react to the sudden howling, a ghost train surges over a hill and roars past you, just missing you. 3 skeleton train robbers arrive just behind, avoid barely avoid colliding with you by pulling back hard on their reins. As the train vanishes in the distance, and the robbers seem really annoyed by your interference. Okay.
You're just OP. Indeed.
I'm not really OP because I can't even do the carnival games well enough to win a ticket yet.
Yeah, but you have to be like really fucking high level for that.
Really? Okay, we got another
Level 30, yeah.
Minecraft crate, which yields 2 cans of oil and diamond. Your transponder gives no bleeps, and you follow the bleeps to one of the weird El Vibrato machines tromping around in the desert. Fortunately, it either hasn't noticed you or doesn't care. Attack it anyway. El Vibrato strengths. Good. That is what we need. There's a skull just sort of rolling down the road towards you, like directly towards you. And I'm going to step to one side and throw it back. Face it down. Skull. Victory. Yeah, skull chips. You punted that skull right into the sunset. All right. Some thwack thwack noises lead you to the site of a goblin chopping down a large cactus. When it sees you, it waves his axe at you threateningly and makes some angry sound of noises. Hey, it's a human person. Hey, human person. Away to go. It is my cactus that is mine, not yours. Let's talk. Hello, how are you? I will not your cactus taking. Good, yes, good, hello.
Oh, what? Hold
Why
on.
are you two chopping a cactus down? Why? What a lot of uses. To building, to burning, to eating little toothpicks. Uh, ask it how has any food. Food, yes, a geffen I too having. What's a geffen? Goblin bread. It is gray and damp and gray. Here. I was going to try and convince you to give it to me, but I'm not actually sure I want it for wanting it. Sorry, you two having now. Yours. You got an item, geffen. That's kind of simple. Oh, okay.
It really does, yeah.
All right. Okay, another numbskull. We're just going to toast it. You know what? I'm going to go down here. You're riding to your destination, you pass it by a building and a barn, which dances at me. I guess that makes it a barn. A barn dances at me. That makes it a barn. The people inside seem to be having a pretty good time. Join in. You mosey in and have a grand old time at barn dance. You can learn a few new moves. Most of the moves involve pretending to reel somebody in from across the dance floor with a lasso, but still, they're new moves. Oh, I can harvest this now. Yay! I got an item floral ring.
Ooh.
Ooh. Let's see what that does. Makes foraging random encounters much more likely. Do we want to do that? Or do we still need the mysticality? We're
I
at
think
mysticality 6. We're probably. What do you think, chat? Should I put on the floral ring or should I stick to the one that gives me more mysticality?
um
Y'all tell.
I mean, I'm here for the floral ring.
Okay. I'm gonna take 5 seconds and run down hall for a bio break. Y'all decide if I should put the floral ring on or leave Santa Couture or Tato's ring on. I'll be right back.
Okay, well, Lena's with me. Were you with me too, baby?
Yeah. I'm
Picky.
a sleepy boy.
Yeah, I feel that. So far, 3 votes have said floral ring.
Okay. I'm gonna crack my coffee and we'll get to it. Why didn't you say hi to Rain? I feel bad.
Yeah, Rain had to leave.
Okay, looks like everybody wants the forward, so we'll put that on.
Mhm.
That means our foraging is going to go up pretty fast because we will be getting a lot more floral encounters or foraging encounters. Find a right bank stagecoach with a strong box in the back. Big heavy to carry, but too light to open. Pick the lock.
Lena says that she's still here. She's just also drawing things.
Okay. You notice a smoldering hole in the ground and recognize it as the habitat of southeast western coral snake. They keep to themselves mostly, but they're also known to enjoy a fight if one is thrust upon them. Thrust one upon it. Okay, you put the snake back in the ground, though in a slightly different sense. You got an item snake liver, you got an item coal snake skin. Okay. You hear a rustling sound and trace it to a small gulch nearby. Peeking over the egg, you see a goblin rustler walking around in the brush. Presumably, it's a gulch goblin rustler. Always kind of assumed that referred to a different sort of rustling, though. It looks up at you and makes some angry sounding goblin noises. Charge it a rustling tax. Excuse me, you know there's a rustling tax levied on this gorge, right? You can't rustle for free here, bud. The goblin doesn't seem to understand, so you take a few minutes to communicate the concept with elaborate gestures. Eventually, the goblin pays you just to make you close. Great. You find a crate of supplies bound for a nearby army fort. Looks like it fell off the wagon. Or the driver fell off the wagon and was too drunk to strap. What? Oh. In any case, it looks like it got knocked open by the fall. You fish through the crate and help yourself to its military contents. Not like those army towers have any use for it. Back east in Galward tidy gold. Okay, we got a silver bullet, full canteen, military boots. Heard running noise short distance away and investigate. Cowpoke seems it said a cowpoke is sitting against a rock with his legs bent in a way that seems incorrect. What happened? I horse through the rod and I fell off. I think busted one of my legs. You're gonna ride back to dirt water. Alright. Yeah, you say that, but haven't we already met you twice? Alright. I'm sorry guys, I'm trying to get enough
Mysticality.
no, I'm actually trying to collect some more El Vibrato scraps so we can go turn 5 into the professor and he can
Right. That makes sense.
A few hundred yards up the trail, you see a solitary skeleton approaching towards the northwest. It doesn't seem to have noticed you. Well, visiting off with it. Attack it, because why not? The mindless skeleton. Oh, this is a fair word for me, not magic or womp. Okay, E1. Hey, skeleton. Sucks to be you. In full of loose teeth. Wandering. You discover what is either an open grave or very deep and rectangular hollow. Okay, pothole has been here a very long time because you found the remains of an antique traffic accident. Loose teeth point the spirit was. You go up to the silversmith's house and wander. Solitary skeleton.
Hi, Leo.
Boom.
How are you, darling? We have a Leo Vesta in our chat, Mama.
Hi, sweetie. How are you doing? I'm sorry, I can't read chat while I'm playing because I have like really no setup.
Yeah. As for me, I'm okay. I'm not been feeling too well lately, but I'm okay. Excuse me.
As you're riding along, you see some braided fuses sticking out of a nearby rock. Investigating it more closely, you see that somebody drilled a hole in the rock and inserted a bunch of dynamite, but apparently lost interest and wandered away without setting it off. Or maybe they were just out of matches. Like dynamite. Their lack of follow through is your game. Sure. Your thank God. El vibrato transponder starts making that bleeping noise that means either treasure or a monster is nearby. It turns out to be a monster. Nuts. Fortunately, it doesn't seem to have noticed you. Attack it.
Mhm. Busy as always. Oh, I'm sorry, Leo. I feel it though.
Why are you dizzy? Or did he say busy?
Busy.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what? You were taught that you taught that ancient machine the error of its ancient ways, whatever those are. And we got all the products scrapped. We need a couple more metal pieces. Happen across it in an abandoned tree. Trying to fall off a wagon. Or something since the lid is not loose. You know what that means? What that means? Not all. Fish through the grape and help yourself to the contents. Which appear to be mining. You're more right than you need. You got a handful of that. The boost sense alerts you to the presence of a rock. Confused, you move the rock, and sure enough, there's a bottle of booze behind it. Shoot. You were afraid for a second there your booze sense had been replaced by some kind of rock sense. Good news. Off the trail shoulder, you see some ancient petroglyphs carved into a rock.
What the heck is a
Translate them.
petroglyph?
They seem to translate to my first is the first of a burning coal.
What the hell does that mean? Heading back in, but wanted to stop by and check in on all of you guys. We love you too, Leo, and we shall do our best to have a good stream.
Thank you, Leo.
Bye, Leo. We'll see you soon. Out in the middle of the desert, you find an abandoned minecart. It sits on a section of minecart track about 12 feet long, which starts nowhere in particular, and it's even less of somewhere in particular. Check it out anyway. It's mostly full of old rocks, not even very interesting looking ones. However, if you left without searching it thoroughly, you just end up driving yourself crazy later with the thought that you might have missed something valuable. And so you spend a good half an hour inspecting the rocks and eventually find one that might be worth some unrefined meat. Not really, but you know. Okay, abandoned crate. I don't mind. Aged canary, which is spooky resistance. Are you scared of anything with this little guy? Or is it trippingly cheerful to you? With that in mind, I need more of that. I'm not reading these because they're repeats. And
Yeah.
yeah, my voice is getting tired.
Well, now's as good of a time as any to say that if it is currently still daytime outside and you have not reapplied your sunscreen, you should. Am I going to be a nag about this? Yes. Yes, I am.
Better. No. Better.
And sure. And I'm sorry.
Okay. We have the Desert Gang 6M, which adds 1 Moxie. Oh, yeah! This is much better.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna put the. Yeah, okay. Awesome. You see a glint of light in the distance. When you get closer, you realize it's the sun reflecting off the lens of the discarded binoculars on the ground. These will come in handy. They will also come in pairs because otherwise they wouldn't be binoculars.
The bunny has not been cleaned. I'm just in my spring outfit. IMZ's half an hour after midnight in wintertime. Okay, maybe you don't need to apply sunscreen now.
I'm changing locations because there are there are some places that are better for El Vibrato than others, but I don't remember where those are. Oh, yes, I need that. Give me. Okay. Now we can get started on our safe practice skills. Yeah, we need one more over good practice. Guide the modern safes. This book outlines techniques for opening safes without knowing the combination. This skill will come in handy if you ever encounter a safe whose combination isn't scrawled on a nearby wall. Reading. You quickly memorize the entire book. You've got a skill, safe cracking. Get cracking. When you're done reading it, you lock it up in a safe that turns out to be slightly too difficult for you to crack, so it's done forever. Okay. Okay. The skeleton approaches you in that jittery, stop-motion-y way that skeletons do. Judging by its hat, it appears to be the skeleton of a bean slinger. You remember the classic saying, old bean slingers die like normal people, but sometimes they keep walking around and casting spells at you afterward. Fight it? Give up? Outfox. You're gonna outfox. Skeleton hisses and clacks at you and holds up a scan of beans, preparing some terrible spell. Well, hold on a second. What kind of beans are those? Skeleton pauses and looks at the can, then turns it around so you can see the label. Oh, geez, you can't use these. These are full of nitrates and sulfur dioxides. Do you know what that stuff does to your bones? The skeleton looks aghast and shuffles off to research some healthier bean options. Good for you. Okay, as you're riding along, you see braided fuses. That's dynamite. Got that. Find a crate of supplies. Artillery saber. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, guys. Usually, unfortunately, um, the encounters are random, and so I can't make an El Vibrato thingy appear for one more.
Which is valid and okay.
So we're just kind of moseying around. I'm so terribly sorry.
You're being a good main. I don't know what that word is supposed to be.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm okay, honey. I'm just looking. Taking so long to. It's okay, Mangy. You should be committing self-care.
Yes.
Oh,
I
mama.
intended to self care afterwards.
Mhm.
First, I'm going to have dinner, which I love that dinner is on the stove, ready and hot and cooked and waiting to go, and you're eating snacks.
Actually, no, I was ready. I'm glad you were cleaning your depression cave, Mangy.
Off to one side of the trail, you see a covered wagon and a small family of settlers who look upset. You folks okay? We're on our way to Dirtwater, but our wagon broke down on us. That's rough. You're liable to get attacked by bandits out here, or snakes, or coyotes, or ghosts, or other things that basically live exclusively on stranded travelers. Isn't there something you can do to help us? Do we want to give them a ride to Dirtwater or ask Susie to fix the wagon? Hmm. Let's ask Susie to fix the wagon. Susie, you know about wagons and stuff. Think you could fix this? Reckon. Susie crawls under the wagon and pokes around for a moment, and reappears and checks a dead rat over her shoulder. Rat in your carburetor. She'll be fine now. Oh, thank you so much. Really? Okay, let's say. Fix it. Find a wrecked bank stagecoach with the strong box in the back. Too heavy to carry, but you lock it open. Pop the lock open and find a ton of meat inside. And since the serial numbers aren't sequential, the bank probably won't be priced if you keep it for yourself. Awesome. Told you we needed to say cracking, guys. A ghostly translucent bandit on a ghostly translucent horse rides up and points his ghostly translucent rifle at you, demanding your ghostly translucent valuables. I mean, he doesn't actually specify that your valuables should be ghostly and translucent, but it doesn't seem likely you'd have any use for regular ones. We will fight. Because he is ghostly and translucent.
Mm-hmm.
And I have magic. Victory.
Mm-hmm.
You got a bit of ectoplasm. You showed that bandit you aren't afraid of any ghostly translucent curse. Wonder. Okay, we have these cultist with a skeleton learning to tap dance. Wow. Wow. Another ghostly translucent bandit. Oh my god. Ghost cowboy hat. +4 mystical. This is a really good hat to wear if you really want people to still be able to see your hair while it's raining. I think, though, hats. That is +4, but what's our sloppy chef's hat? That's +3, but I've got +7 spell damage with that snake skin. So, maybe I will swap out. Oh, here we go. Overthrow that construct. Left. Yes.
Ooh.
Okay. Now we're in Fort Cowardice. I don't remember. Yeah. Look at the diagrams. Aha! You take a moment to correlate the drawings to what you saw in Janet's box in the circus sideshow and come away with some new insights. Awesome. And this safe is labeled controlled substances. This must be where they store the really effective stuff. Let's see. We got laudanum and smelling salts. Nice. Okay. Since we have laudanum, we need to go down to dirt water. Pop downstairs. You're back. He looks you over. Got some medicine for me? Yeah, here you go. He cracks the bottom open and drinks deeply. After a few moments, his demeanor changes entirely. He looks like a man 20 years younger. Would you like to hear a story? Yes. Ellsbury tells you a tale of a candlestick maker who finds a magical portal to a forgotten castle inhabited by hyper-intelligent scholars. Something about the story you really love yourself. Here. Yeah.
Because yes,
Because, yeah, we're now at Mysticality 11. Ellsbury tells you the tale of a man who takes his Zeppelin to a distant cavern inhabited by feral cows. I have no idea what kind of program they have to come up with the randomization for these stories, but it's always cool to see elements together.
indeed.
Sorry. Okay, that was all the long.
I'd like to read them in more detail.
All right, now we can go up to the professor's house because we have 5 handfuls of scrap. Good to see you again. You got those 5 piles of scrap yet? Yeah, got them right here. He ambles over to a strange contraption in the corner of the room and begins to tinker. Let me just, yeah, okay, this will do the trick. Let me just get this running, and then you'll be able to grab a keystone from it. It'll take another 5 scraps for each one you need. Are you familiar with the lost Dutch oven mine? Grim place, but that's where I found the chassis for that fabricator wedged behind an unusual pile of rocks. Seems like a good place to start hunting. All right, come on. Okay. It's the keystone machine Professor built. Fabricate a key. Oh, we had 5. Okay, all right. How we did that, I'm not sure. This dresser contains 10 instances of the exact same shirt and 20 identical socks. Doesn't look like this guy's looks very easy. All right. We have the Lost Dutch Oven Mine. Still there. A little closer, gin blossom. Harvest that. Solution very tight. Tight. Okay. Now, stench here is barely tolerable. Lockers. Loot them. Miner's pants. Oh, thank goodness. I needed pants. Let's do hard. All right. Miners must have beaten down here to avoid the stench upstairs. It's a spittoon! Yes!
Ew.
I don't know what kind of tobacco these miners are chewing, but it must be extra corrosive because this grass spittoon has a hole leading through the bottom and dark stains underneath it where the spit is leaked out. Although oddly, it doesn't seem to be leaking now, and it's half full. I guess the miners plugged the hole with something. Inspect.
Maybe Lena, I'm not sure.
What?
She asked what a Dutch oven was.
Oh, a Dutch oven is it's hard. We've got one. It's a deep cooking pot with a lid that can be used either on the stove top or in the oven, and it is specific to roasting meat. What?
I'm pretty sure she's referring to the colloquialism, which is what this game is referring to, where you fart under the blankets and keep your partner's head underneath them.
What?
You didn't know?
I have never heard of that.
Yeah, that's what it's referring to.
Oh,
But I don't know if that's the exact
I learn
thing it
something
means.
new every day.
Hold up.
Oh wow, it's a spittoon. It's disgusting. You can practically see the steak lines coming off of it. Come on, let's not do this. Inspect the spittoon. Ah, geez, fine, okay. You crouch down and take a careful look at the filthy spittoon. The inside is blackened with years' worth of stains. The death broth inside has a rainbow sheen, like a parking lot oil spill, and occasionally a little bubble pops on the surface. You can actually feel a slight warmth radiating off of it from whatever dire chemical reaction is taking place in there. You realize you're holding your breath, not deliberately, but from the human body's natural instinct for self-preservation. Inhale. Imagine someone made a big pot of chili con carne and left it under the porch. And 3 rats crawl into the pot, eat half the chili, and then die. A week later, a family of cockroaches take up residence among the wriggling maggots. The cockroaches smoke thick black cigars, which they light with puffs of burning human air. That is what it smells like. Search it. Fortunately for you, the rainbow-colored film on the surface of the liquid cuts your hand as you plunge it into the toxins, you keeping it from being immediately dissolved down to the bones. Smell intensifies and your stomach prepares to hose the poisons off of your arm with a high-pressure stream of vomit. Keep searching. Your fingers touch something at the bottom of the spittoon. Better pull it out fast while you still have something to pull with. Pull. You pull the world's most disgusting pair of pants out of the spittoon and jump back as the hole at the spittoon's bottom, now unplugged, begins to leak steamy filth. Congratulations, you are now the proud of the worst object I've ever been paid to think about, narrowly defeating a leather bondage harness made from the skin of a clown. You got an item. Spit-soaked pants. Hooray!
Okay, but I want to know about the leather bondage harness. And Lena says the thing that Gret just described is what us Dutchies call a cologne pot. Like a pot from Cologne, Germany. I'm assuming that's how it's for now.
I've never known that there was anything like, okay, this is +2 armor and +2 speed, which outdoes the miner's pants, so we're going to put on spit-soaked pants. Ew.
Yes, the mine is literally called, essentially, fart under sheets mine. It's just bathroom humor. The fact you didn't know that is hilarious to me.
The elevator mechanism is all rusty. Toilet. Write it down. You emerge from the elevator into a deeper shaft. By the light of your lantern, you see exposed meat veins on nearly every available surface. It's unusual that there would be this much readily available meat left in a working mine. But were they dig before if not this? Curious. But we're going to make some money right now. And get some experience. What's this guy down there? This guy is totally out of it. He's gibbering and drooling. Doesn't even seem to see you. We're talking to him. Hey, buddy, are you okay? Blah, 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 blah. You wave your hand in front of his face, but he doesn't react at all. Oh, missed one. Shovel, dull to uselessness. A broken pickaxe. Was one of the miners digging with his helmet? Looks like a miner died trying to dig deeper with their hands. An ominous ladder leading down into a deep, dark pit. Down. Oh. This gym is pretty, but it smells terrible. Distracted. You got an item. Effluvious emerald. Finger bones are all splintered. This guy seems to have gnawed off his own hands before he died. The hair on the back of your neck stands up. This guy worked his fingers to the bone digging and then worked his thumbs to the marrow. Your heart is pounding. Wait a minute. The gouge marks are dark with blood. You have to get out of this pit right now. These scratches are just painted on. In blood, you have to get out of this pit right now. You get near the rocks. The voices in your head begin screaming too loudly to ignore. You have to get out of this pit right now. Fine, fine.
Are you supposed to equip something?
You know, I don't remember.
You could open up your pack.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see what I've got going on offhand. Spooky resistance. Mysticality.
Gas mask asks Lena.
No, it's not a stench, it's a scare. Mysticality. Skeletons, mysticality. Moxie. I'm gonna try the caged canary. And see if that.
Hello, Lucifer. Welcome in. How are you, darling? I'm surviving. It's been an interesting couple of days.
This pile was pretty obviously made on purpose. Closer inspection reveals that the stones are mortared together. It could be hidden in here. Bust up the pile. Doesn't really matter.
I mean, if
Magic
you
of
use
rocks
one
is
of
what-
your, yeah,
Mind over matter. Magic over rocks. That's what this is. There's a trapezoidal piece missing from this weird crossbar thing. Insert the keystone. You insert the keystone in the crossbar. Sneak. Enter the portal.
I'm sorry, Lucifer. I get that completely. Also, Lucifer says hello, and so does Gemby.
Hello, hello. I'm glad to see both of you. Actually, I can't, but you know. Okay. You bend over to examine the device. It actually and accidentally stub your toe on it. It hurts, but the box moves. It must be lighter than it looks, so we take it. Oh, vibrato device. You grab the device. The professor will want to see this. Yep. Okay. It says Okay. What? Huh? What's this thing? Look inside. Ah, no. You learned the El Vibrato word for toilet. Machine is dark. There's a circular hole in the bottom.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna ask you to pause for a sec, Mama.
Okay.
So, I wasn't really going to discuss my opinions on the Hogwarts Legacy thing, just because I don't really like being a part of discourse. My personal opinion is that I bought the game for someone, and so like when I paid for the game, nobody had a problem with it. Now suddenly a lot of people are chiming in about how horrible it is, and I get why. I 100% get why it has a lot of anti-Semitic imagery, and then on top of that, it is from the world of somebody who is openly transphobic. But at the same time, it's a game. I, I just,
Who probably don't share that opinion.
yeah. Yeah, and it's like a whole thing. I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. I'm not playing that on my streams. Yeah, she gets paid for the licensing. That's about it. But regardless, it's a case of like I'm not touching that at all. I I think that that's
Too much bad vibes.
yeah. It's like I've been seeing stuff about how they are literally trying to make it a thing where you can look up who is playing it and hate rate them.
Yeah. Here's the thing, Lena. So do we, but yeah, basically it's a thing of we're not going to get rid of anything we've already paid for because that doesn't do anything. We won't be buying anything more of hers. I will not be giving her money in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
beyond what I've already given her, and I'm sorry for that.
Yeah.
My thing is I did buy the game. I'll fully disclose I did purchase Hogwarts Legacy. I purchased it for a friend for their birthday who is transgender. We were it was like a couple months ago before everybody got news that it was anti-Semitic, and it was something that they were it holds a place of great um nostalgia for them because it's some of the few good memories they have from their childhood. So I'm not going to sit here and critique somebody else for owning the game or playing it as being transphobic because that's not the case.
Yeah.
People, it was like a huge thing that was celebrated for years over some other works that were very similar, I might add, because Septimus Heap, in my opinion, is still better. But regardless, it was hugely marketed everywhere. There's a lot of people whose memories of Hogwarts and Harry Potter are extremely positive.
Like mine.
And then J.K. Rowling came along and told everybody how horrible she was. And now,
Which she could have kept to herself.
and she could have not donated to anti-trans causes, but regardless of what my opinions are about her, she's not going to stop doing it. And I don't want my friends to have to hide away something that for them was a place of comfort, a place of escapism during times that were very hard for them because the creator hates them systematically.
I think you mean systemically, but okay.
Systemically, yeah. And I think that's something that a lot of people are not taking into account with this. It's not just straight white cis people playing this. It's people who are transgender, who grew up with this, who this is their form of escapism. Like when I bought the game, I bought it into a family library where at least 3 people can play it. No, sorry, 4 different people can play it. 5 if you include one of them's partner.
I was about to say, and aren't 2 of them trans?
Yeah, 3
3.
because partner
So we
is
bought
also
it
true.
for me, Lita, and 3 trans people.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
so,
And I'm kind of going off of what my husband and my friend and their partner have all said, which is thank you because your intention behind this was genuinely good. Will I be streaming it? Will I be making any comments about it other than what I'm saying here in this stream? Fuck no. The game's already proven itself to be a part of a very toxic community now. And I don't want any part of that, nor do I want part of the hate raids or the hate that the people within my life who I did purchase the game for would get for the fact that they wanted the game.
yeah, what we had planned to do actually, once we discovered the problems, was to let our trans people who stream the game and make money for trans people off of Harry Potter. Because that seemed like a good idea. But now people aren't even checking. People are just hive minding it.
Yeah.
And it's like, we can't take that risk with our precious friends.
This is stupid ignorant. Yeah. Thank you, Booster. And I get that. It's like I understand not wanting somebody to promote that for that reason, sure, but at the same time, it's like it's just it's kind of a clusterfuck to me because it's like there's been a ton of toxicity brought to this game that arguably J.K. Rowling had very little part to play in.
Yeah. And some of the developers were trans as well. So we're actually,
Yeah.
you know,
And I think that their intentions for the game were definitely pure. And the problem is their source material, because like I'm playing this game with my friends and we keep running into incidents where we go not because the developers did something inanely horrible, but that they were going off the history that was provided to them and the source material that was provided to them. And it's not great. It's not great. Like when you're older and you take a look back at it, there's some really problematic shit. But at the same time, again, it was a place of comfort for a lot of people. And I think there are plenty of people who are playing it that are transphobic, sure. But yeah. Yeah. What do you mean, Luce? The hate rating is yeah, literally, Lena. It's something I don't like. Virtue signaling at its finest. I'm gonna treat people. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Mhm. I am of the very stubborn opinion that if you are bullying people for supporting somebody in any way who is known for bullying and supporting causes that are detrimental to human life, you're not really putting a good face forward. It's like it would be one thing to say, hey, if you haven't purchased Hogwarts Legacy and you're planning on it, here's all the problematic things about them, no spoilers attached. Here are some other games that are very similar that do not have problematic people attached to them and the benefits with them. Like, I would have loved to see people who were promoting Forspoken as a option to play instead of Hogwarts Legacy. It has magic, it has fighting, it has spell casting. It doesn't have flying, but it does have parkour. And the main character is a person of color. So, like, it would have been fantastic to see people promoting that, but instead, we're just getting a lot of hate. Mm-mm. Love you, Lena. Get some sleep.
see you in the morning, sweetheart. The
Nice.
last hour, if we play any more instead of just chatting for the rest of the stream, will be on the bot. Hug you back.
Oh, I did not realize that J.K. Rowling actually wanted people to boycott the game.
What?
Yeah, because the devs are trans. Well, some of them.
Oh. Wait. So the people that are hate rating are actually doing what J.K. Rowling wants.
Pretty much.
This should be made public knowledge?
Mm. A picture of what, Mom? Jambi, what's going
It's
on?
not my secret.
You do not have to tell us live on air, though. Hi, Darth. Yeah, apparently.
And you got me for my birthday. I came in and I made it today. I'm gonna have some when I go
Got any
upstairs.
sources on this? I do not. That would have to be something Lucifer would provide. Again, it's not my place. I'm not I'm not buying the game again, and I'm certainly not going to be streaming it or promoting it in any way because
Not unless we discover that she actually wanted it banned.
no, even then, I'm not touching it. I am not. Yeah, I would much rather provide a list of games you can play instead that also have trans developers and people of color and so on and so forth. Because again, like there are plenty of Magic games that are perfectly acceptable socially, morally, and are just as fun to play. Um, Al's birthday is, I think, in 9 days.
Yes.
So, um, but yeah, like I, to some degree, I regret purchasing the game for my friend, but you know, they're enjoying it. It was for their birthday. They are trans. That is where I am leaving it. I'm not even sure I'm going to continue playing it genuinely, but I'm certainly never going to do so publicly because I don't want to support that. I don't want to promote that.
You don't want to bring that energy into your streams either.
Absolutely not. I keep seeing it on my TikTok and my Twitter timelines, and I'm just like, yeah, okay, I get it. Thank you. Yeah. So I don't. I'm not gonna say that. Like, there's some genuinely good criticism that's being said. It's just being drowned out by a lot of kind of nasty words being thrown around. And I don't even know. The whole thing is kind of not great. The game's not great. It's, aside from the transphobic creator, there's of the source material. The source material also had really heavy anti-Semitism that bleeds straight into the game. It's not great. Um, and then just the discourse. It's like I get it, but also I don't want to be a part of it. I'm not. No, I'm not touching it. So those are my thoughts. I wasn't really going to talk on them, but since it got brought up in chat.
Honestly, this was no way not to text dance.
Yeah, genuinely. It is just becoming a thing where people are talking about it so much that if you don't say anything, yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna say whether it is or not. That's not my choice. I am like I've been very open, despite the fact that I am pansexual. I am cisgendered, even if my best friends are transgender, even if my husband is transgender, whether or not the outrage is justified or not, that is not my place to say. That's not actually my doghouse. So I just put that in the box of it's not something that I would have ever financially approved of had I realized how much was going into it. And just, ugh,
Yeah.
it's, yeah. I genuinely do feel bad about buying the game. Like, if it had not been a birthday present for someone else and I had already given it to them, I probably would have tried to return it. It was not a birthday present for my husband. I will say that. It was actually to one of our best friends. I'm not going to say who, just in case they don't want to be associated with it either. Um, But uh yeah, it's just eh, I'm tired. I'm sad. I'm really, really disappointed. Like, I wish that we would have more things that were like Inkheart or Septimus Heap or anything other than Harry Potter.
My take on it is that if you want to express disapproval of something, do not disapprove of that thing, at least not vocally. Um, approve of something else loudly,
Yeah,
maybe even something better.
that's why I was.
Inkheart is a fantastic series. I will tell anybody.
Mhm.
If your sister loved those books, get Inkheart. Oh my god, it is so good.
Well, I think I should clarify which books are you referring to with that sentence because I just listed off 3.
Probably not Inkheart. That's not well known because it's from Germany.
Yeah, Cornelius. Is it Cornelius or Cornelia?
It's Cordelia.
Cordelia. Okay,
It's female.
Cordelia Funk did some absolutely beautiful books.
FMKE, if you're looking her up.
Yeah. And then Septimus Heap is the series name and the name of the main character. I don't remember. I think the first one is magic spelled with a K, and then every book afterwards is a different word spelled wrong. Like flight is spelled Flyte.
Reminds me of Fido.
Mm-hmm.
We had a dragon. I'm telling this to Chad. I know you already know.
Mhm.
We had a dragon that sat in the cafeteria at my college under the coffee pot. I swear to God, there was a dragon. That coffee was too hot to have been heated by anything else. Okay? We named the dragon Fido. Phydeaux. And we would often compliment Fido on what a good job he was doing as a dragon, keeping the coffee scaldingly hot.
Yeah.
We had to. I would get up and go get a cup of coffee before my 8 o'clock class. It was the end of class before I could drink it. It was just ridiculously hot.
Yeah. Yeah, very similar. Also, first of all, I love that, and I forever now want a pocket dragon. But also, if you're looking for other book recommendations, another one that I think is a really good one is, oh God, what was the name of him? That skeleton. Oh fuck. Okay, hold up. It was a series of books. Skullduggery Pleasant. Skullduggery Pleasant. No, I tried to introduce you to them, and I don't think you ever got into them. But
Not really.
oh, babe, Sprechen. Okay, good. Uh, but yeah, no. There are plenty of other really, really good books and sources from around that period of time that I really wish we were getting more of instead of so much of Harry Potter. But it is what it is.
Right.
Feels like overkill. But then again, I guess so is that. I will be right back, you all. I am overheating now.
Hmm.
It was in the cutest little, like,
Thank you.
robe that had kitty ears on it. But yeah, I could totally see how that would get.
Oh no!
Oh,
What? Oh hell! Alexa. Okay. Um. I think we got a lot of dynamite, guys. Okay. Phew. We got a keystone. All right. Woo! Come back over here and insert a keystone. And we have a strange cloth loop inside. At least it feels more or less like. You got an item, El Vibrato loop. Okay, let's take a look at that. Right on. As you place the ring on your head, two things happen. One is it begins humming and shimmering in that weird way El Vibrato things shimmer. And the other is that you suddenly feel as if you put earplugs in your brain. Your thoughts get weirdly quiet. I want one. I want one of these. Your sense of the surrounding magical and psychic energy is almost completely muffled. Weird. I'll say it's weird and not entirely pleasant. You take off the head. Okay. So we have an El Vibrato headband. Back up. This guy is totally out of it. He's gibbering and drilling and doesn't even seem to see you. Put the El Vibrato headband on. You put the headband on him. He blinks rapidly, shaking his head. Oh my goodness, where am I'm still in mine. Uninjured and hungry, but not starving, so I can't have been here very long. Perhaps a day. Good, good. Well, I must have to thank you, my friend. Howdy, feeling better? I should say so. Thank you for outfitting me with this remarkable device. Don't mention it. What's your name? Murray. Murray Morris. Excavator of the unknown and purveyor of mysteries. Fancy. What brings you to this mine? Why, excavating the unknown for mysteries to purvey, of course. Or at least attempting to. I must admit that until you put this device on me, I was quite overcome. Overcome? Quite. I'm oversensitive to psychic emanations, you see. Always have been. As it happens, this curious little hole is absolutely overflowing with them, and they're none too friendly, I can tell you that for certain. It was a risky business, my coming down here, but I took the gamble and lost. It's a miraculous thing that you happened by when you did, my friend. We should both get out of here as soon as possible. Good idea. I've been staying in a town called Dirtwater. To the south, you could probably do some good business purveying mysteries there. A capital idea. Then I shall see you there. He gets his pack onto his shoulder and leads the way. See you later, Murray. Okay. Let's go take this device to the professor. Oh, and Water and Sally again. Awesome. Two pickaxes, 2 bars of soap, a lock, and some back. Do I have locks? I have a lock. I have 4 bars of soap. I need more than that. I also have very little money, so I'm not going to buy either one of the big axes.
However, I'm going to sell her all of my unrefined meat nuggets because there is no point in having those. Um, let's see. I can also sell her the tequila and the wine and the cold snake skin because I don't really need that. Handful of coins, whiskey. Yeah, get rid of that. Just sell it. Okay, what's up? You know, I'm not going to be selling the hanky because it doesn't do anything for us.
Okay. I'm back, by the way. I don't think I announced that. I almost just drank Florida water cologne instead of my soda.
Do
It's like the upgraded version of drinking from your paint water. I love you selling the Beancraft books because you don't like what they offer.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to use any of the stuff that they've got. Let's take a look at what I've got. I've got Hellbender, Outfoxing, Lockpicking, Wary, Foraging, and Safecracking.
That's fair.
Okay. And I've got Bean Shield and use the old Bean. I don't want Bean Shield, but it comes standard, so I can't. You know.
Yeah.
Okay. But see how these are like not very high. Okay. Let's see. Uh let's go to Gustafin Gulch. You hear a rattling noise behind you, another rattling noise off to your left, and a third rattling noise from somewhere ahead. You conclude that either you've stumbled into a nest of babies or a nest of rattlers. A quick glance confirms it's the latter. Not unexpectedly, really. This is no place for babies. Fight them.
Imagine if they were baby rattlers.
You defeated all of the babies. Wait, no, there were rattlesnakes, right? Snake liver and rattlesnake skin, which is +3 muscle. Nice job. Okay, guess Gulch. A fancifully dressed goblin steps forward. Hello. Hi, hello. Being a mayor, welcome. Now, going away, please. The goblin seems friendly, but blocks your entry into the gulch. Okay, can I talk to her? Can I not coming in? Sorry, only for goblins being very private. Thank you. This is not very nice. Don't you want to fostering a better goblin relations? Hmm. I could being new human ambassador, and you go to Human Town being their goblin ambassador. Guessing that might be a good idea. Diplomatics, yes, okay. The mayor shakes your hand and starts walking toward Dirtwater. Good. All right. You hear a quiet rustling as though a single goblin were rummaging through a crate filled with straw. Move on. The sign says library and goblin. Oh, I love libraries. Go inside. The shack is filled with three bookshelves. Bookshelves in turn are filled with three books. Three titles get your attention. So very complicated numbers. All you can tell about this book is it concerns extremely high level mathematics. You don't have the vocabulary to understand any of it, and probably still wouldn't if it was written in English. Your browser would probably love it. Browser. How to bird noise. This bird in this book is an extremely detailed treatise on the sounds different birds make. You probably wouldn't expect to learn how to do an accurate great-breasted grab impression from a book, but that's how detailed it is. Alice going into a seeing glass. This popular children's novel has been translated into Goblin. Jabberwocky still reads pretty much the same. Oh, and Brilling Being, and Toves is Slithing to Wave to Gyring, and also Gimbling. Stop. Okay. You listen at the door but don't hear anything. Check out the inside. Rats. Looks like the door is locked. Pick the lock. Head inside. You enter what turns out to be a delicatessen and help yourself what turn out to be sandwiches. Probably. You got an item. Goblin sandwich. Nice. Okay. The sign says storage in Goblin. There's no sound coming from inside. Check it out. The shack is filled with thousands of tiny cabinets, each labeled with a number in Goblin. Look inside an even randomer drawer. There's nothing in the drawer, but you find an old lollipop stuck to the bottom of the drawer above it. You got an item. Poached Goblin lollipop. Keep looking. Inside a random drawer. Ah, this drawer has a sandwich in it. It must have been filed under sandwich. Keep looking. This one contains a rolled up pair of terrible pants. You got an item. Goblin trousers. Keep looking. You find nothing else. But look. You hear a couple of goblins ruffling around in there. Sounds like they're doing something really important. No, you're wrong. Your sign says Mayor's House in Goblin. You don't hear anything inside. The shack contains a bed and a desk. Investigate the bed. It's made of cactus logs with a blanket made of woven together cactus leaves. That can't be comfortable. Check out the desk. The desk is strewn with folders. You notice one that says important secrets on it. The important secrets. You learn a variety of secrets, though the only one that's actually pertinent to your circumstances is that there's a spare key to the treasure cave in drawer 69105 in the storage shed. Storage shed is back here. Check it out. Look in drawer 69105. You got an item. Gusman Gulf's treasure cave key. Spare. Keep checking it. So, nothing. I said I would do all of this stuff, so yeah. We got an item, goblin pistol. That's definitely the last one, and it actually is. Mayor's house. You press your ear to the door and hear somebody delivering what sounds like lines from Hamlet, except in Goblin Town. From this vantage point, you also notice a sign next to the door reading Backstage Entrance, Spirit Being, with an arrow pointing to the back of the building. Head backstage. You sneak backstage and watch the play from behind a curtain. Not only is it a Goblin version of Hamlet, it's also been rewritten as a one-man show. To being or not to being, oh, that is a question. Could it be better thinking to suffering a crazy things and arrows, or fighting? So many bad things for stopping them because fighting. Too dying, too sleeping, hey, dreaming maybe, but oh, problems. If dreaming crazy when living, what dreams have after dying? Wow, pretty weird, probably. Keep watching. You watch for a while. The bits where the actor has to do a sword fight with himself are pretty entertaining. All right, nice. The sign says cafe in Goblin. You listen at the door but don't hear anything. Check it out. Looks like the door is locked, eh? Pick the lock. Head inside. You enter what turns out to be a cafe and reconstruct a few cups of chicory from the leavings in various dirty cups and sinks. You stop to wonder why a cafe wouldn't be open at this time of day. You see a schedule posted on the wall, and sure enough, it says somebody named Gene is supposed to be working this shift. He always was a shiftless layabout, that Gene. You got an item. Gobble you. Nice. You hear a bunch of gruff goblin voices roughly griping at each other inside. Not picking fights. Oh, harvest. Definitely this door is locked. Unlock it. And we get inside. Okay. This goblin is paying more attention to their goblet than to you, but you're pretty sure you aren't going to be just be waltzing on by. Probably. Hey, goblet, good book. What thinking about Horatio is only surviving one at the end. Everyone else dying, poisoning, sorting, ow, blam. Ah, no, wow, spoilers! The guard runs out of the cave with the grand over there. Okay.
I've got something in my eye and it hurts.
I'm sorry. This goblin guard is whistling a little wooden bird call, but they're not too easy to beat you up if you try to pass them. Try out your new bird call skills. You duck behind a stalagmite and do your great crested crab impression. Oh, gasp! A great crested crab! Wow! The goblin pulls out a pair of binoculars. The guard pulls a pair of binoculars out of his uniform and runs out of the cave. Unlike the other two guards, this one is being very attentive. Seems very suspicious of you. Also, unlike the other two guards, they have a name tag that says Gene. Remind them about their cafe shift. Hey, Gene, you supposed to be working at cafe today. You forgetting? Oh, wow. Oh, no. The goblin quickly takes off their guard uniform and puts on a cafe uniform and races out of the cave. Okay. Now, treasure. Oh, it's a rare and valuable treasure chest cactus. Picture lot. Careful, these things are pointy. Open it. This one looks heavy as well as pointy. Hey, wow, it contains an entire year's supply of dynamite. Nice. You got an item. A year's supply of dynamite. It's a cactusy treasure box. Pick a lock. It's full of jewelry. Goblin engagement ring and a goblin tiara. Let's take a look at this. Goblin tiara. +2 armor minus 2 moxie. Engagement ring. +5 spell damage. -3 pistol attack damage. Year supply of dynamite. Contains enough dynamite for a whole year. Pro tip, do not open the dynamite.
Why?
Well, it contains dynamite, yes, but once you open it, you can't use it to unblock the railroad passage.
Stupid.
Before you can react to the sudden howling, a ghost train surges over a hill and roars past, just missing you. 3 skeleton train robbers arrive just behind it and barely avoid colliding with you by pulling back hard on their reins. As the train vanishes in the distance, the robbers seem really annoyed by your interference. We already had this one once. Attack.
Okay, I think I got my eye to stop hurting. Maybe.
Okay.
We will see.
Okay. You defeated the skeletal train robbers. I mean the ghost train robbers. I mean the skeletal ghost train robbers. I mean, never mind. Whoa. What happened?
Good luck.
Any luck finding a year's supply of dynamite? Passengers are getting restless. Yep, here you go. Good, perfect. This will do the trick just fine. Hang back for a bit while I get the fellers to set up the charges, and I'll let you do the honors. Smee consults with the other workers, and they inspect the rocks for a time. Eventually, one of them shrugs, pushes the whole crate of dynamite up next to the rocks, and wires up detonating. All right, let her rip. Wait, don't you have a long detonator keg? Nope. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Just give me a 3 count before you hit the plunger so I have time to get under the train. Great. All right, 1, 2, 3. Bluey. Okay. The surveyors didn't say anything about a crazy rock monster. Quick, you're the protagonist. Do something about it. A very large and very angry-looking guy standing here apparently is a little peeved at having a year's supply of dynamite blown up next to its butt while it was sleeping. How are you going to handle this? A fair fight? I don't think so. Magic it away. Outfox it. I like outfox it. Hey, listen, sorry about the whole dynamite thing. We didn't know you alive-ish. Anyway, it's just as well we woke you up because you picked a really bad place to nap. Huh? This is a pass through the mountains and it's natural wind foam. And that plus desert sands mean this place would be an erosion nightmare for you. You'd be worn down to nothing in just a few hundred years. You need to find somewhere on the leeward side of the mountain where you'll be protected from the wind. The creature seems to understand. It nods its thanks and trudges away. All in a day's work.
Good job, Mama.
Huh? Sorry?
I said, good job, Mama.
Talked my way out of it, like always. Well, now that's as fine day's work as I've ever seen. Much obliged, friend. We'll be getting the rest of this track laid down and head out now. Here, I'll mark our route on your map for you in case our paths happen to cross again. You discovered a new map location, the Manifest Destiny Railroad Company camp. Thanks, but can't I just ride the train? Got a ticket? Just kidding. Of course you don't. Every seat on this train is sold out. Sorry, boss. What's the good of being the boss if you don't get to ride the train?
Literally.
I mean, we need to go to the professor's house anyway. Your transponder gives no beeps, and you follow the bleeps. One of those weird overwater machines jumping around in the air.
It heard you.
Eh?
It heard you. It was like, oh, you want El Libretto? Here you go.
Yeah. Here. Go away. All right. Good to see you again. Have you had a chance to take a look, take the keystone to the lost Dutch oven mine and look for that unusual pile of rocks? You can always make a keystone with 5 or more old vibrato scrapping that machine over there. Showing the strange device. Here, hey, Professor, I found a thing. Great, let's see. A marvelous find. This device makes batteries. Oh, will once I fixed it. Batteries? Yeah, the old vibrato ends powered their portable equipment with little electric marbles. Like the one I put in your transponder. I'm sure I don't have to tell you. A regular source for those will be incredibly useful. Awesome. I need 10 scrap to fabricate a battery, and I need at least 2 or 3 batteries. All right. How much scrap do I have? 8. Figures. All right. Okay, chat. Do we want to go up and farm for some El vibrato scraps and make a battery, or do we want to go to the railroad camp? What would you guys like to do with our last 15 minutes?
Grind so you can do the camp. Or not the camp, circus.
Okay.
Look, the clowns are my favorite part about this game.
Okay. Oh, I have to do snitch with this, please.
Okay.
Okay. Nutrisistance.
Sweet sunflowers?
Yep.
Yeah.
It gives me enough to get into the mine.
Heck yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't think it's great.
I. Mm.
Apparently. Just there for decoration. All right, let's climb. We got need 2 batteries right there. Okay. Gotta keep them.
Stone.
Yeah, but I need batteries.
Yeah, but you're getting scraps.
I am getting stripes. Holy shit.
I think you should heal.
No. At least not yet.
You were so confident.
Yeah, it's making me uncomfy.
Why?
Because you're less than half health. You should heal.
Oh, shoot. Okay, well, never mind. Hmm.
Oh,
You think I was stupid?
I'm just worried for you.
I'm so worried. Yeah, that worked out. No comments. Oh, Jesus. Hi, Jimby. Jimby is just going off about you.
What? What?
Just check chat. You'll understand. Like, it's a good thing. He's cheering you on, but it's like.
Excited.
What the fuck? Why did it change who you were watching?
I have no idea, but I can't see anything that Jimmy said because it doesn't give me the old chat.
Oh my goodness. Daring, no fear. Hee. Ooh, nice. Haha, get him, whoop him. Mom, that was great. Hee. So, literally just cheering you on. It was great. Thank you, Jimmy. We appreciate the support.
That one. This.
I am burning.
Sunscreen?
No. It's been burning on and off for like a couple days. I think I got something in it that's trying to get rid of. You're cool, Jimmy. We love you.
We do love you.
Thank you for hydrating with peppermint, darling.
You almost said Lucifer. I am so used to calling him Lucifer.
I know I almost called him Pando.
Oh. Well, same difference.
All right. I really would go by the professor's house and get some batteries by now, except that we're like almost out of time.
Yeah, we'll
So,
possibly after this fight, we should uh do our chosen raid.
Yep. I was thinking
Ooh.
Ram.
Rem's live?
Yep.
Yeah, let's do Rem.
Oh my god, Scarlet! Hello, how are you, dear? It's been
Hi,
a
darling.
while.
Been forever.
I did just see your DM, by the way. I'm gonna watch it right after stream, which is gonna be a couple minutes.
okay. We're going to pause this here. Going to head for the professor's house and we'll start there next time these guys will let me on stream.
That was very funny and sad. Okay. We're going to send you guys on over to our friend Remus Necro. As always, you guys, be kind, be courteous, be awesome. We love you all so much, and we will see you soon. I
Oh,
can't
no.
guarantee it'll be tomorrow.
I just realized I closed it without going out of the game. I hope it's saved.
Probably did.
I hope so. If not, we'll be starting that day over, but we did sleep, and that's an automatic save. So,
We'll find out soon. Bye, guys. Love you all.
Thank you so much for joining us today. I had so much fun. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'm gonna be sending you on over to Rem. and I will most likely see you tomorrow. I don't know what I'm doing, but we'll find out when we get there. Bye!